Nice too, because it's going to give you that weight you need to hold that split chicken down. How about that? All right, come on over here. I got some more deals for you. Oh, little heads up. We have the perfect Try Me pan coming up at the perfect Try Me price. You guys have made it another customer pick in the line. It's the 8-inch fry pan. It's the classic, it's the GOAT, it's the kind of must-have in everybody's kitchen. And that's coming up as a special offer with that free shipping. So stick with us for that. Also, we're now going to talk about the Immersion blender. I think we should change the name of this. I do not think this is a fair name whatsoever, because this should just be called the multi 3-in-1 blender. Because what it does, it's gonna blend, it beats, and it chops. So think about having 3 things you need done in the kitchen all put into one unit, as opposed to having 12 different tools to be able to pull that off. We have it in the black version, we have it in the red version once again. Guys, it's a second weekly deal drop that we're launching tonight in the show. And again, on sale with 3 flex. Don't want you to forget, obviously, about the shipping and handling. So Chef, what is the brilliance of an Immersion blender to start with, even though I know this does a lot more?
It does do so much more. Look, I've got the double beaters in, and you can see how quick and simple that is. You can imagine not having to pull your stand mixer out all the time. By the way, once you're done with using that, you can just go ahead and use the same machine. Now it's an actual little blender, little food processor, right? So that's so quick and simple to do. I unplug it, I stick the next attachment on, and guess what? I'm now using it as a traditional immersion blender. So let's start there. Let's start with it as an immersion blender. I take some, let's say you want to do a green juice. We'll throw some spinach in. We'll throw some pineapple in. Let's throw some grapes in. This should actually be quite difficult. You ready for it? You just go up and down 3 or 4 times, and then it gets down. It starts blending all of those foods. You can hear it go to work. Now, this is a really, really strong blender, and that's what's so wonderful about it. So simple and easy. You can see it go to work there and make really short work of whatever you go ahead and put it in. So the great news about this, Suze, is you're not having to pull out a food processor or a blender every single time you want to do something, whether it's a soup, whether it's a quick juice like this. Now, if I stick my double beaters back on, now, I don't know whether we're the first in the world to do this, but I certainly haven't seen any others with the double beaters. I'm going to make a quick cake batter. So I've got all my dry mix in there. When I want to go ahead and use this double beater, you can see how quickly and simply it pulls together a batter. So whether you're doing pancakes, whether you're making cupcakes or crepes first thing in the morning for the family, you can see how efficient that is. I used this today to make brownies. I was doing that before the show actually started. You can see how fast it is. And of course, when you're not using it, you just unclip like this, like that, take it off, and away you go. Now, we do have this coming up for you later on. This is a little muffin pan that we have available for everybody. You don't even need to grease it, of course, because it is DuraPan, so you're just going to go ahead and dump your cake batter straight in, and in no time at all, and that's what I love about it. For me, if it doesn't make your kitchen more efficient, it doesn't belong in my brand, Suze, and that's why we do what we do for you, so you can be putting cupcakes in the fridge in absolutely no time.
Well, I also give you an idea. My husband bought an Immersion blender. All it is an Immersion blender. He makes his own whipped cream for his coffee in the morning, and every morning you hear him out there, doing the whole blending with it. He likes it fresh. He wants to do it himself. It's all the darn thing does. What makes this brilliant is every time you want to do a really silky smooth soup, it's going to be able to make that silky smoothness, because that Immersion just simply aerates the item enough that gives it a smoothness.
Sure
it's not grainy and gritty when you use an Immersion blender. But the fact, Chef, that now it's my quick chopper, I love that. This really takes care of so many things, especially like prepping your meal. Making, what are you doing? An egg salad? What is it?
I'm actually making the best burger sauce that the world's ever seen.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, have a look at what it just did, right? By the way, that was some kimchi, some pickles, some onions, a little bit of chipotle, and you can see how it just made absolutely short work of it. And we can go ahead and pour just a little dollop of that beautiful homemade burger sauce straight onto your brand new Wagyu burgers.
That's awesome. Hey, Chef,
Pretty cool,
also
right?
I think it's important everybody understands these are all stainless steel pieces, so you really do build it for great durability and to stay sharp.
It comes with the blending stick, the double beater, and of course that chopper that you just saw. I mean, imagine making your juices first thing in the morning. Yep. You take your fruit, you come on in here with that immersion blender, and like you say, that stainless steel, really nice and strong. Now you can adjust it to get the perfect speed, but let me just show you something. Look at how it literally can just lift that entire glass. You can just see how fast and strong that is. And that's because we've given you all those watts, very, very strong piece. Now, with summer on its way, imagine taking some of that juice and making your own homemade popsicles for the kids or the grandkids. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
My kids absolutely love it when we do that. Then you just stick those in like that. And away you go. So whether it's something as fun as that, Susan, here's ones that we made a little bit earlier.
That's adorable.
That's exactly how they come on out.
That's
so cute, right?
Yeah.
You can do it with any fruit at all. Yeah.
And it's healthier, you know what I mean? And, oh my gosh, think of the money you'll save. Think of the money you save making all this stuff at home, you know, whether it's the really yummy, yummy soups, if you're chopping and prepping for a meal, if you've got to blend up the brownies. That Chef, I was so impressed you were making brownies earlier when you said that.
That's right. Yeah, we made brownies earlier. Look, over here now I'm whisking cream. So just like any other double beater, you can see how that works. Now, whether this was in a stand mixer or a hand beater, but now your immersion blender is also your double beater, which I think is so, so cool. So I'm just whisking some cream here. You can see how fast it's pulling that together for me. Almost done. We're at a semi-whip. Give it another 10 seconds and we'll be there. Making dressings, vinaigrettes, any kind of salads that you want to make. And we're done. It's so quick, Suze, and I tell you what, because of that beautiful, strong stainless steel construction like you were mentioning, it really does make short work of all of those jobs that you do in the kitchen.
That's lovely. You're doing a lot of desserts tonight. I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, with all those gorgeous burgers that we're going to be eating, we need a little something sweet, don't we?
Totally true. That is so true. All right, the red's the most popular, guys. If you're interested in the red, great. Remember, it's completely adjustable. It's easy. The components, other than the handle itself, are dishwasher safe. And it's a really unique 3-in-1. Because typically, a lot of times, like, wow, I'd love to have an immersion blender, but am I going to spend the money on it if I don't use it very often? Because when you use it, it's great. The results are amazing and very different than traditional blending. So now you can get that, but then it's your everyday chopper for helping you prep the onions and all the food that we eat, or making a chicken salad or making an egg salad inside here. Oh, and then if you love to bake cakes and brownies and all that kind of stuff, you also are going to get the beaters to go with it. So now the immersion blender, which is kind of a treat in most kitchens, most people don't have one, but would like it. Now it's much more practical and obviously smarter. Also think of the space it saves. You know, if you have an immersion blender and then you've got your, you know, your regular thing, you know, beating, and then you've got a chopper. It just takes up a lot of space and it costs a lot more money. Now, brilliantly, because of Chef, they're all built into one. Red's the most popular at this moment, so if you want the red, pick it up. Don't miss out. Don't forget, free shipping